Yellow. If you were a kid in the 1990s, you probably knew who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were. If we look back at the Turtles' humble beginnings, it is amazing at how far their appearance has changed over their many successful years. From uncomfortable rubber suits all the way to digitally created, it's really cool to look at the progression of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise over time. It all started in 1984 when two comic book creators, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, came up with the idea of 4 teenage Ninja Turtles who were mutated by a radioactive substance and trained in the art of ninjutsu by a wise old rat named Splinter. The comic was initially self-published, with Eastman and Laird using money from a tax refund and a loan from Eastman's uncle to fund its production. The Turtles comic was initially intended as a one-shot parody of other comic book series at the time. However, it became a surprise hit. Eastman and Laird decided to continue the series as an ongoing comic book. The early issues of the comic were dark and gritty, with a focus on martial arts, action, and violence. The comic quickly gained a cult following, and it was soon picked up by Mirage Studios, a small comic book publisher based in Massachusetts. Mirage Studios began publishing the comic in regular series format, and it quickly became one of the most popular independent comic books of the 1980s. The comic book series became a cult favorite, and in 1987 it was adapted into an animated TV show. The TV show followed the basic premises of the comic book, with 4 teenage turtles and their rat sensei Splinter battling the evil Shredder and his minions known as the Foot Clan. The show was notable for its humor and lighthearted tone, which was in stark contrast to the darker and grittier tone of the comic book. The show also introduced new characters including April O'Neil, a reporter who became a good friend with the Turtles, and Casey Jones, a vigilante who fought crime with a hockey stick and mask. Casey Jones was always my favorite character just by how cool that he looks. The TV show was an immediate hit, and it quickly became one of the most popular animated series of the late 1980s and early 1990s. The show ran for 10 seasons, airing a total of 193 episodes, and was aired all over the world. This success led to a massive merchandising franchise with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys, clothing, video games, and other merchandise selling in huge quantities. Now getting into my all-time favorite era of the Turtles, which was the live-action movies that started to come out in 1990. These movies featured the Turtles as actors wearing elaborate rubber suits. The movie was a box office success, which then spawned 2 sequels, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. The rubber suits worn in these movies were designed and created by Jim Henson's Creature Shop, the same team responsible for the puppets in the popular TV show The Muppet Show. Now taking a deeper look at these big rubber suits the actors had to wear in these films. They were made of foam rubber and latex, and were designed to be flexible enough to allow actors to move around inside and perform martial arts stunts. The suits were also fitted with animatronic heads, which allowed the Turtles to show a range of facial expressions. Each suit had over 60 individual pieces that had to be carefully assembled by the costume department. The animatronic heads for the Turtles were designed to be as lightweight as possible to reduce strain on the actors' necks. The actors inside the suits had to undergo extensive training in martial arts and puppetry to properly bring the Turtles to life. The suits were so hot and uncomfortable that the actors could only wear them for short periods of time. They had to be frequently doused with cold water to prevent heat exhaustion. The actors inside the suits often had to use hand signals and body language to communicate with the director and other actors on set, as the suits made it extremely difficult to hear and speak. The suits had to be cleaned and repaired constantly due to the wear and tear from filming, and they weighed over 70 pounds. Despite these challenges, the rubber suits were a key factor in making the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies a success. They gave the Turtles a sense of realism that has not been seen before, and helped establish the franchise's signature look. These days, the Ninja Turtle rubber suits have turned into a grail of movie props and have been examined and speculated by many. Years later, CG technology had advanced to the point where it was possible to create realistic 3D characters that could move and interact with the environment in a much more natural way. The producers of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise realized that it was time to embrace this new technology and take the Turtles to the next level. In 2007, a computer animated movie called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was released, which used CG to create the Turtles and the world around them. The movie was well received by fans and critics, and it paved the way for a new TV TV show that used the same technique. The new TV show premiered in 2012 and ran for 5 seasons. It used a mix of CG and traditional animation techniques to bring the Turtles to life, winning awards and attracting a new generation of fans. Following the new animated series, starting in 2014, 3 more animated movies came out, with the latest being Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, set to release in 2023. Advanced versions of techniques like motion capture, CG animation, facial performance capture, and particle effects have all been used in the recent animated Turtle movies. The story of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a testament of creativity and innovation. The franchise has been able to adapt and evolve over time thanks to the vision and dedication of its creators, and continues to be cherished as an iconic part of pop culture today. For me personally, I'm a huge fan of the rubber suits compared to the animated version of the Turtles, and I hope that one day we will see another live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film with the actors wearing those classic overweight suits. Thanks again for checking out the Brain Booster Lounge, new informative videos coming out every week.